My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection WWE Network Spotlight, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. And so here we have Asuka posing out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at what she comes with. Asuka does come with two accessories. She does come with her crown, which is done in a nice gold plastic. And then she also does come with her mask, which is done in the exact same gold plastic. Other than that, Asuka here doesn't come with anything else. We don't get alternate hands, unfortunately, which I'm perfectly okay with. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at Asuka. And so here we have a closer look at Asuka, and I really have to say Mattel did a good job with this figure. You can see that the face printing technology does look a lot like Asuka, much better than the original figures that we got. I really do like the face paint going across the middle of her face right there, but just the face printing tech does make this look a lot better than the original paint. You can see on this side of her hair it is done in a green plastic, but it's really goopy, and I think they added a couple layers too much on that. It's really glossy and really goopy. You can see some areas where it just looks sloppy, that's all I'm going to say. The pink on this side is the color it's molded in, so they didn't paint any of that, which does look nice. Some highlights in the future probably would make this a much better figure, but overall, vast improvement over the original Asuka that we've gotten in the past, as well as the NXT TakeOver Asuka. Really do like that she has a retooled body. It's not a complete reuse from her original figure. The original figure on her left breast right here did have tassels on it. This one doesn't, but you can see it does have some sculpt work in it, which does look good. You can see right here there is some sculpted detail right there, going all the way around to the back. Nice sculpted detail right here. So they did a really good job retooling her torso, and it looks really good. On her left arm, you can see we do have a pink armband with some yellow trim here at the top, and then right here at the wrist. On her right arm, we do have an armband with a black tassel on it, and then we have a really glossy paint that they went with for her forearm and her armband. You can see it is really glossy. It's a sheen difference between the molded plastic and the paint, so that's something to be aware of. It still looks really good, although you can see there are some areas right here where the paint doesn't quite go into the joint. I'm perfectly okay with that, because if that paint did get into that joint would be stuck, and nobody likes paint stuck joints. Right here, I do believe she uses the same lower torso as the original Asuka, with the exception of these tassels are completely different. But I do believe the belt is the same, as well as the little bands going to her thighs. You can see there is a little bit of paint smudge error right here, but it's not a big deal. And of course, she does have her shorts and then underwear on the outside of it. I don't know why she does it, but it is there, so in case you're wondering, yes, Asuka does wear her underwear on the outside of her wrestling gear. On this leg, you can see she doesn't have anything. It's just a bare leg with the straps right here. On this side, you can see that they tried to do something nice here. It does look good. The paint apps on it are really well done, with the exception right here in the corner. It just doesn't line up perfectly, but the stocking on her left leg is clean, and I do like the fact that they tried something. It's not 100% right, but it looks good. You can see she has a pink knee pad right here, and then a really glossy purple knee pad on this side. Now, I do need to point out that it's all paint. It's not molded in that color. Now, I point that out because we get to the hinge, pink hinge. Bad move on Mattel's part. That should be a purple hinge. There's no reason why they couldn't have molded a purple joint for this figure. I understand it's a cost saving measure, but It really does stand out that they went with a pink hinge for that. Other than that, I think they did a really good job on this figure. A few issues here and there, but overall a really good addition to the collection. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get her compared to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we have Asuka posed next to a WWE Elite Scale CM Punk and a basic Jeff Hardy. Here we have Asuka posed next to an Elite Fan Central Carmella and a basic Ruby Riott. And finally, here we have the Network Spotlight Asuka posed next to her original Elite figure, and you can see paint apps are miles above the original figure, which I am glad that they are improving that. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a look at Asuka's articulation. She does have a ball joint in the head, which does look up slightly. She can look down slightly. She can tilt her head side to side, which is pretty good. Does turn left and right, no issues there. Arms are on a ball joint. They do go out to about there. Do a full 360. She swivels at the bicep, no issue there. Single bend at the elbow. Why is that elbow joint harder to bend than the paint elbow? I don't understand that one bit, but she does have a hinge in the elbow, swivel at the wrist. She does have a ball joint here in the torso, so we do get some side-to-side movement, some back and forth movement. Not much, but it's better than nothing. And unfortunately, no swivel at that joint. All of the swivel does happen down here at her waist. Legs do kick forward to about there. They go back about there. Go out decently, better than a lot of other figures. We do have a swivel at the thigh. Although if they were smart about it, they would have hidden the swivel right underneath this garter belt piece, but that's just me. Single bend in the knee, and again, we get a hinge that's pink. That is terrible. What is it on this side? It's purple on this side. What is going on with that? Why is that hinge purple? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's so weird. We do get a hinge, or not a hinge, but a swivel here in the boot. Ankle does hinge back and exposes that pink hinge. Goes forward quite a bit, so I do like that. And we actually have very slight pivot. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. So really do like her articulation. Questionable paint apps again, especially with that knee. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get our pose for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have Asuka posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I think this figure is a huge improvement over previous Asuka figures that we've gotten in the past. I do have a few issues with it. Mainly, why are the hinges pink and purple? Why isn't her thigh hinge on the right side flesh color? And why is the hinge on her left knee purple but the ankle is pink? I just do not understand that. I think my final gripe about this figure is we do not get Asuka's entrance robe. If you're going to make an Asuka with entrance gear, give us the robe. That is one piece of her entrance gear that I really do want. And I would like to see a soft goods version of it, because if it was just plastic, I would probably hate it. Don't know why Mattel didn't go with a soft goods robe here. Maybe it's too intricate and they didn't want to put the money down on it. I would have bought that Asuka figure. Either way, they sold me an Asuka figure, which I'm perfectly okay with. If you are looking for this particular Asuka figure and the rest of the Network Spotlight figures, they are exclusive only to Target, so you do have to go to Target to find this series. Now, at the time I'm making this video, there was a sale going on where you could pick up Elite figures for $15. Now that the sale is over, they will run you $19.99 as usual, so it's up to you if you want to have a new Asuka in your collection or not. I personally think she's a huge improvement over what we've gotten in the past, so if you already don't have an Asuka in your collection, go ahead and add this one to your WWE display. With that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other WWE videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.